you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather Christine. If you didn't know, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also make sure to smash that like button and hit the notification bell so you never miss any upcoming videos. This channel is all based off of mental health, addiction, and just fun story times. It's a place where you can come, I believe, to relate to other people and to be in a judgment-free zone. It is some heavy stuff, but we also do have a lot of fun. I am also the host of a podcast called The Uncensored Woman. It is available on most podcasting platforms. I always leave the links in the description box below. But with all of that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and get started into today's video. So today I'm here to bring you all another crazy story time about the time that I stole somebody's car. Yes. All right. I was a very wild teenager. I was very rebellious. I didn't give a shit, you guys. I was bad as shit, okay? I'm just gonna put it that way. I had these two guy friends, okay? I'm gonna change their names because I don't want to put their identity out there, so I'm just gonna give you some random names. One's name was Ricky, one's name was Bobby, and I had a female friend named Amanda. That's what we're gonna call them. So Ricky and Bobby are the guys, and Amanda is the friend. Ricky had a car, and Ricky hung out in our friend group, and actually Ricky was friends with Bobby, and me and Bobby were good friends, so Bobby introduced me and Ricky, and we all just kind of became friends, and then Amanda was my friend, and we all lived in the same neighborhood. So this was about when I was 15. Ricky went around and told everybody, like, you don't even need a key to start my car. Like, you could just, like, turn the little ignition thing and my car just starts. When you're 15, you just think you're cool to be hopping in and out of cars and going places and yada, 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 yada. All right. In my old neighborhood, there were houses from the beginning to the back. But in the very beginning of the neighborhood, there was an apartment complex and townhouses. Now, Ricky, Bobby, and Amanda lived in those apartments and townhouses, and I lived in a house. So one night, Bobby and his girlfriend and his mom decided to go out to dinner, and Ricky went with all of them. Me and Amanda were hanging out around the neighborhood. We knew that they had went out to eat. We were kind of bored, and we seen Ricky's car right there in the apartment parking lot. I was like, girl, we should just, take Ricky's car for a drive real quick. He wouldn't care anyways, but we'll get it back before he gets home. Like, let's just take it through the neighborhood. It'll be all good. Like, we're just going to have a little bit of fun. So stupid. And she's like, yeah, girl, let's do it. Come on. So we were all badass kids, if you can't tell. So anyways, we go over to Ricky's car. The doors are unlocked. Great. That's my biggest obstacle, because if the doors are unlocked, I can start the car without a key. I know how to do this. Ricky has showed me how to do this 5 billion times. We get in the car. I'm, of course, the one that comes up with this whole stupid-ass idea, and I'm the one that decides to drive. So Amanda's sitting in the passenger seat. I'm in the driver's seat. I turn the ignition, and the car starts. And we're like, oh, my God, this is going to be so much fun. Woo! High five, girl. Yeah, we're about to drive around the neighborhood looking all cute and hollering at everybody and feeling all cool. We get in the car. This was totally not funny. It's not funny, but it is kind of funny now because it's, I can look back on it. Once again, this is a story from 17 years ago. So I more than paid my consequences for this, okay? So I can kind of look back and laugh now As you can see, 17 years ago, I did a lot of weird shit, okay? We start riding through the neighborhood and, you know, we see all our friends outside. Beep, beep. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, we're driving a car through the neighborhood. That's us. Look at us looking all cute, girls. We're pulling around the neighborhood. We're like, all right, you know, we drove through the whole neighborhood, which this neighborhood was really big, and we've seen everybody, waved at everybody. Let's get the car back so we don't get in trouble. So we pulled into the apartment parking lot. We parked the car, and I look at Amanda, and I'm like, you know what? They're out to dinner. They are going to be gone for a while. Let's just do it one more time. Of course, she's like, yeah, let's go. We back out of the parking lot, or the parking space, and we come around to turn out of the apartment, and I am sitting right here at a stop sign about to take a right, and lo and behold, there's a car pulling in, and I see all the windows rolled down, and it's Bobby, his mom, his girlfriend, and Ricky, okay? They're screaming because they notice that it's his car and we're driving in it. We have stole it at this point. So what do? Do I just shut it off, get out and run and just try to make it better, or even get out and try to apologize like a decent human? No. I stepped on the gas like an idiot. I was like, oh, there's no turning back now, bitch. We're on the run. So I am hauling ass through that neighborhood, and yes, they spun their car around and they are chasing us. And I mean, this was the most idiotic thing I've ever did. I'm going like 45 through a small neighborhood trying to get away from these people. They're honking, screaming, threatening to call the cops out the window, blah blah blah. So I pull in to the townhouse parking lot. I had kind of lost them. I throw it in park. Me and Amanda jump out of the car, and we start hauling ass, running just to go hide. He ended up getting his car because where we hid, we could kind of see what was going on, and you know, they're driving back and forth looking for us. Also, where I was at, I could see down the street to my house, and I had seen that they finally pulled up into my driveway, which meant that they were all telling my mother and my stepdad. So now I know that I've messed up. I also know they're at my house telling my parents. And I also think that they're going to call the freaking police. I've never been in big trouble. I'm terrified. So I'm just hiding out, and I'm like, I could never go home again. This is just not going to work. I'm never going to be able to live again. As soon as I go home, they're going to take me away. I'm going to go to juvie. My life is over. I hid for about 3 hours, and finally I was tired and I was hungry, and I was 15. So I was just like, I got to go home. They had long left. Well, oh yeah, and I meant to tell you all, Ricky had came from somewhere else, and he was living with Bobby and Bobby's mom. So I went home, and Ricky was there, and I just broke down and started crying and was like, you know, like, I didn't think you would care. Like, we're like best friends, and I'm so sorry, and I understand if you called the police. And my parents are like giving me the death stare, like, and I'm like, so anyways, what happened was Bobby's girlfriend and Bobby's mom gave Ricky an ultimatum. They told him either he called the cops on me and got me arrested, or he was out of their house and he had no place to go. And he chose to be kicked out on the streets instead of calling the cops on me. So then you got to think about this fact. Now this is weighing heavy on my parents because This guy just saved their daughter from going to jail after her dumbass decisions, and now he has nowhere to stay because of it. They decided to let Ricky move in with us for the time being until he could find something else. He could just sleep on our downstairs couch, and until he found something he could stay with us, because they just didn't have the heart to let him run around on the streets or anything like that, because he had saved me from going to jail, and I was completely in the wrong. Like, he didn't do anything. I should have known better, and I didn't. I just thought I was being real cute, riding around the neighborhood, you know, showing off to all my friends that, hey guys, I'm driving a stolen car. Yeah, that looks real good on me. You know, I look back at my teenage years, you guys, and I literally, I should not have survived that. I was so bad, okay? I was so bad. Either I should have died or I should have a criminal record by now, which thankfully, obviously, I'm alive because I'm talking to you, and I don't have a criminal record. I've never even gotten a speeding ticket. Now, I've gotten pulled over a couple times, but I've talked myself out of it, which I can give you a story time on that too if y'all want. I've never even had a speeding ticket, no criminal record, and I thank God for that all the time. But yeah, Ricky ended up living with us for a few months until he found somewhere to go. And the good news is, because like I said, Bobby was like my very best friend. And we fell out when I did that. But we all ended up making up, and me and Bobby are still friends to this day. It took some months. It took some months for me to prove myself again, because when it was all said and done, and I sat back and thought about my stupid, impulsive actions, I was mortified. And I was very sorry, because, you know, before Ricky was ever in the picture, me and Bobby were like this. He was my best guy friend in the entire world. It all worked itself out. Now it's just a funny story to tell, because it's just a stupid story, really. And I'm lucky as hell that I didn't face serious consequences out of that. But yeah, I stole a car and ran for it when I was 15 years old. That is correct. And I have more crazy stories where that comes from if you all want to know more. But you guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. As always, please don't leave this channel without hitting that subscribe button, smashing that like button, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss any upcoming videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye, guys.